Hi Libra gang. This is going to be your general message for mid-June 2022. It's good for any placement of Libra in your chart. As always, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches. You can check your other placements here on this channel. If this doesn't hit it for you, you could find messages when you watch readings for other parts of your natal chart on this channel, okay? If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website's down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. But if you're new here, you really need to head on over to my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra. It's all Libra all the time. That channel, my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, is just for Libra and also Sagittarius. I hyper focus on love and relationships on my other channel. So on this channel, I do kind of different messages, more general messages, more life path messages, okay? It's a break from the romantic stuff, although I do see a bit of romantic love coming in. Libra, this is such a good time for you. First of all, I think you guys are going to feel pretty good the middle of the month. I'm reading for you on the 16th. There's some interesting things happening in our neighborhood, in our solar system, astrologically. Venus, your planet, and your North Node are semi-squaring off with Jupiter, which is a planet that pulls us towards expansion and newness, right? And creative solutions. Neptune is fully squaring off with the Sun, though. So who you are as a person and your big dreams may feel a bit at odds with one another. Overall, what I'll say about the astrology reports and what's happening astrologically mid-June, overall, the best advice astrologically I can give you is keep your focus on the bigger picture, okay? The big picture and the near future. And that's going to help you guys. I think you're going to feel pretty good, though. You're in the energy of Stingray. You are entering into a cycle of Dharma. You are doing things differently than you ever had before. Right now, Stingray and Dharma are asking you to release old patterns and old ways of doing things. You will kind of feel like a toddler riding a bicycle for the first time with training wheels. It's okay to stumble a little bit. I feel like you guys are letting so much go. I really do. I'm feeling that Libras are just tired of healing and shadow work and doing my inner work and darkness and difficult times. I think that you're about to enter into a new phase of your life that's asking you to ascend as a person. Very much so. Sacred Rebel Oracle deck, conscious connections and receiving. Now is a time of receiving for you. Open yourself up to receiving. Some of you may be givers and leaders, and it's important to let yourself be given to. And this is going to play itself out in your connections with other people. Right now, you are very focused on making conscious connections, conscientious connections. You will not be wandering into a connection. It's not going to be a time of, well, I've got nothing better to do, so I'm just going to do this person or this thing or that thing. You are going to consciously connect, intentionally connect. You're either going to connect with a consciousness and a deliberation, or you're not. You're not. And you're not giving. This may be a new thing for you. Try it on, wear this outfit, wear it all day, because this is really good. Something really good came out of I think this is the Quantum Oracle deck. I did see relationship. Again, this is general, so of course it's not going to resonate with all of you. The loving man is people that are around you. Intention is taking steps, and another card of people, which is social cards, kindred partnerships. Your consciousness is deserving. You deserve this. You deserve kindred partnerships. So I see that you may be the loving man, or a loving man may come into your life. It may or may not be romantic, but it will be a kindred partnership. Spend time with loving people, loving men, loving women. Someone may give you a gift. You could be very well taking steps towards a very special kindred partnership. But again, think outside the box. This is good no matter what kind of relationship it is. Even if it's with your brother, like, this is good. I'm like, oh, they may meet a person, or they're taking steps towards a partnership. You are very deserving of it, and you know it. They wanted me to use the Light Seers Oracle for spiritual growth and development, and then my ACT deck that I actually use for counseling and life coaching sessions. It gives you good advice on how to practically apply. It's like, how do we practically apply this? If you need some advice, I pulled this deck out too. Birthing a new age. You are birthing new creations and dreaming a new world into being. Yep. Dreaming a new world into being. That's what Stingray does. Stingray ascends. We do not go back to the old. And you're dreaming of this at this time. You're calling it towards you. You're dreaming of it. It's really good. And, you know, it's almost like the square off between Neptune and your natal sun might be a good thing. It might help you. You know, Neptune teaches us that not all that glitters is gold, and truth will transcend illusion. Dream big, but don't live in a fantasy. That, all of that might work in your favor right now. You know, there will be some push and pull between Venus and Jupiter, and the North Node, but the North Node is what you're destined to have. You are being called to it. You are birthing the new age. Also play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. She's fully sitting in her champagne glass. I mean, you can drink it, or you can make it your own little personal hot tub of fun and happiness. Yeah. Don't be so serious right now. Get excited, be playful. Also, I noticed at the bottom of this deck, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. You're letting a lot go. And making these conscious connections. And you're like, no, I am not going to give and give and give and give and give. I'm taking steps towards kindred partnerships. I'm making conscious connections. I am releasing soul patterns. I am going to play. I have a new vision. You have a new vision. I love that. That makes me really happy. Things you can do to help you. All cards of engagement came out for you. First card that came out, you are very engaged. In near future, you're the Magician. Yes, by next week you are, yeah, I think you're really wrapping something up and you're just going to feel so good. By the new moon, just wow. Living is doing. Pick one small action you could do today that takes you closer to the life you want to live. Put this card down and go do it. Okay, well, I will make a commitment to that when I'm finished this reading. But really, write this stuff down. I find this deck, this ACT deck, to be very helpful and beneficial for your own growth because you're not doing shadow work anymore. You're meant to be manifesting something new. So living is doing right now. Just pick one thing that you want to do today that will take you closer to an overall bigger picture goal and do that. Okay, living is doing and purposeful steps, right? Taking steps, purposeful steps. Yeah. Reaching a goal involves taking one step in the direction of what matters and then another. What direction are you walking in? What's your next step? Pick your direction. So take one. Right now, they want you to do one action and then just think about the next action. It's like a one foot in front of the other. Also, light up the darkness. You know, that very much speaks to the play card here. Unbind, let go of the old dark soul patterns. You're engaged, so engaged right now. Compassion is like a soft light inside of you. Shine it on the parts of you that you would reject, that you would normally want to reject. What would that look like? Make a list of the things that you dislike about yourself, that you reject about yourself, whether it's rational or not. You need to be compassionate with yourself. So this is your formula. This is your mid-June formula. Living is doing. You're taking one action steps and being really compassionate with yourself. You do need to shine a nice soft light on some darkness to a degree, and mostly just be kind to yourself, you know? Be kind to yourself. You're very, very engaged. You're also very, very done being a sacrificial lamb. I feel as though that some of you had a message and that you sacrificed yourself with this message to give this message to perhaps someone else. And this was like lambs to the slaughter. Also, don't be afraid to deliver a message and just accept that if someone does not receive it, then they're just not in the same timeline or journey that you are, but it's like no more sacrificial lamb. Queen of Wands in the upright is at the bottom of the deck. Very strongly defined sense of self. You will have a bit of a scattered energy right now. Perhaps you will be around a Queen of Wands when she comes in the upright. Good God, is she wonderful. Actually, this isn't the one in the upright. I think she's in the upright. She's in the reverse. Okay, some of you are feeling, it's like you're working on your sense of self, but you're not quite ready to wear the badass bitch red dress to the grocery store every day. Okay, that's fine. I think you're putting back the pieces together of yourself, of who you are. And I think that you may feel a little introverted, but it's like a homework assignment when the queens and kings come in reverse, especially the queens, where learning to be the real you is this Queen of Wands in reverse. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many projects this week. There could also be a woman around you that they're just not as confident as you, and they may be making you aware of that. Recent past, current energy, near future. It's good. Wow, are you wrapping something up? I just keep hearing over and over again, I'm taking steps towards something that I deserve. I'm making conscious connections. I'm just so done with like bullshit and whatever. So recent past, Two of Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, you may have walked away from this person, or they've walked away from you, or this is just you overall. Queen of Swords and Empress is very feminine energy. But even my kings can be in queen energy because queens create an environment and a king sustains it. Okay, with the Two of Wands in reverse, it's really like a back to the drawing board kind of energy. It's like, okay, recently you were like, I really don't know what path to take. And I keep taking a path where like the stone breaks off and I can't make any progress and I fall. And I really have to make sure I know why I'm climbing and where I'm climbing to. And that's all about your personal goals. I also think your self-esteem wasn't the greatest. I think that you struggled to maintain health. I think you struggled to come up with creative solutions. You might have felt like a prisoner in your own castle. Some of you struggled to parent effectively. Some of you might have even been a little indulgent. And when the Empress is in reverse, it's never as bad as we think it is, but we place a lot of expectation on ourselves. I think you felt like some of you are also possibly, for my older feminines, you may be going through some change of life events with your body. Like some of you may have thought about having children and you decided not to. Some of you might have thought about doing something cosmetically and you've decided not to. But I just feel like you just couldn't be your best self. Queen of Swords in reverse in the recent past, well, you were not an effective communicator. There was a bitterness to you. Too emotional when you should have been more intellectual in a situation. Your head was easily swayed by your emotions. You were trying to come into alignment with something that wasn't bringing out the best of you. That's the best way to put it. I should have just said that. You guys know me, I talk too much, I apologize. But your current energy is the Four of Cups in reverse, but then the Five of Cups in reverse as well. And I love the way it looks in this tarot deck. What's this deck called? This is a new deck for me. The Tarot of Oppositions and the World. Okay, you are having an ascension. There is a cycle here. When the Four of Cups comes in reverse, it's like you have emotionally reevaluated and tried to put this cup back together so many times that you're like, I mean, it's just, I can't even put this cup through the dishwasher anymore. It's done. I was talking to a client the other day and we were talking about the Four of Cups, and there's that one cup that you don't take and you won't take any other cup either. And the joke that we made was, do you see this cup? This cup will fuck up your life. Don't take this cup. This is the wrong cup. Stop trying to make this cup work. You need a new cup. It's like, You're just, you know that you did this emotional reevaluation, staying into a general malaise, doing freaking nothing long enough. You've done this long enough. Look at her. She's like, I have to throw this away now. It doesn't even, yeah. And then with the Five of Cups in reverse, this is good. It's like, I can still, you know, 3 cups fell, but there are 2 left standing, and I can fill these cups with whatever I want. I can salvage something out of this. I can learn something out of this. I can forgive myself for mistakes and the past. I can stop crying over spilled milk. This is over. This is over for me. I don't have to do this anymore. And that's what's freeing you up for the near future. And I was like, whoa, this deck can help you get a jump start on it right now, taking the purposeful steps. In your near future, you will be the Magician in the upright, the 3 of Wands in the upright, and the Sun in the upright. Libra, you are finally figuring something out. Through allowing yourself to receive, through not sleepwalking into and out of connections and making conscientious connections with yourself and other people, this is the new timeline for you. This is your ascension. I create my own happiness. No one else is going to do it for me. I have all the tools I need: planning, action, being very resourceful, leaving no stone unturned, and working your magic with a lot of confidence. It is so good. And with the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Wands is so great. As I always say about it, what dreams may come. I believe that you are preparing for a journey. I think you are incredibly future focused. I'm feeling like the weather is going to be, you're very much going to enjoy the elements mid-month, even if it's not like where I am, it's warm and it's summertime, but it's not like that everywhere on the planet. But I see you guys like wanting to connect with nature regardless of the circumstances. You're going to feel really good. The sun on your face is going to feel good. You're going to breathe the air. You're going to manifest. You are manifesting a future that looks very, very bright. By the end of, I think, the next 7 days, you are going to feel powerful and optimistic. Happy graduation. This is an ascension for you. And immediately taking steps into, for some of you, a partnership with it's a kindred partnership. You really deserve this. Taking steps towards something that you can be proud of at this time. Don't forget to play and stay active. So don't forget that. Just keep doing what you're doing. This is phenomenal. I love this for you, Libra. You're at the top of the pyramid this week on this channel. I'm loving it. All right, Libra, that's mid-June. This is wonderful. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.